Summer Game Fest literally happened, and I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of a little bit of a dry one. It was pretty okay, but in comes Nintendo to save the day. This Nintendo Direct that happened was so unbelievably amazing that I literally had a video set for today. All I needed to do was edit it and then upload it, and it was good to go. And now I have to record another video because Nintendo decided to go insane mode. That's what this video is about, and that's what we're going to be talking about. What is up, you guys? Welcome to the collective. My name is Furman, and in this video we are going to be talking about Nintendo's insane direct that they just dropped. But before we talk about that, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. Alright, without any further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, so they literally started us off with this new game from Mario and Luigi, which is insane because I literally just made a video about this. Now you might notice a little bit of a trend going on here because this happens twice, I believe, in this direct, where I talked about this. I literally said, what is going on with the Mario and Luigi games? They haven't made one since like 2017 for the 3DS, and they didn't make anything for the Nintendo Switch, and here we are. They have decided to drop a new one, and it is called Mario and Luigi Brothership. And holy cow, like, I was a little bit worried. I was a little bit nervous when it comes to this because I am a big fan of like the sprite-based games, but this game looks incredible. It looks extremely different and unique to any of the games that have come, and honestly any Mario game. Like, this looks completely different from all of those. But one of the things that I absolutely love about it is the fact that the fighting style is insane, and it looks like they've ramped it up to the limit with this one. Literally all of the, like, there's like little specific combos that Mario and Luigi do, and they look insane. Like, they look so much better than what we got in the previous titles. So like this game is going to be unbelievable. And on top of that, I'm not 100% sure because they didn't necessarily talk about this, but this game kind of looks like a co-op game. Like, I don't know if you guys got that vibe from it, but I was definitely feeling that. It feels like this might be the first Mario and Luigi co-op RPG, like couch co-op. That would be insane if it was. Now I don't necessarily know how that's totally gonna work because, you know, because of the combat system itself. But you know, it'll be interesting to see if that's something that they do end up doing. I think it'll be really cool. Oh, and I forgot to say, but I'm really only talking about the stuff that got me the most excited from this direct. You know, like the whole direct was incredible, but these are the games that got me over the top. So this one is kind of a weird one, but apparently they're like re-releasing the Donkey Kong Country Returns game on the Nintendo Switch. And I'll be honest, I was not a big fan of that, but you know, I am going to be picking it up because I've wanted to beat it, but I just never got a chance to. And I've owned it on the Wii, and then I even bought it on the 3DS, but I don't know, I just couldn't get into it. So it is really cool that they're bringing that, although I think it is a shame. I mean, Donkey Kong deserves his own brand new game. I mean, come on, like, what's going on here? But yeah, this one's gonna be really good. I mean, it's just touched up, it's HD, so what can you do? Then after that, we got some more gameplay and some more news when it comes to Dragon Quest 3, which is the 2.5D remake, I guess, because, you know, they're calling it 2D HD, which is, you know, it's a little weird little gimmicky catchphrase that they got going on, but you know, I kind of like it. And this game looks incredible, and I mean, ever since they showed it off day one, I've been like, oh my god, this game looks gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And you know, I will say this, I'm a little irritated that they went and did this to Dragon Quest and gave us the laziest remakes when it comes to Final Fantasy. I don't even understand how that works, but I mean, oh well. And yeah, to get back on topic, not only did we just get, you know, this Dragon Quest 3 2D HD remake that's coming out, but we're also getting the first one and the second one too, and those are coming out in 2025. And I actually did not know, but apparently the right order chronologically to play these games is 3, 1, and 2. So like, that's the reason why they're dropping it that way. So yeah, I'm super excited to pick that bad boy up, and I for one cannot wait to play this thing. I mean, it's gonna be so good. And then right after that, this one was, kind of a mid sort of excitement. They're coming out with Metal Slug Attack Reloaded, which is essentially like Metal Slug, but it's like a tactical game. So it's kind of deviating from like the old school Metal Slugs, but I kind of like the idea. I think it plays very well, and obviously the game looks gorgeous and it looks super fun. So I'm looking forward to that one. Not as excited as all the other games and stuff like that, but I included it in this video because I do think it looks really cool. So yeah, that's gonna be awesome. And then out of nowhere, we totally got a stealth drop with some more retro games. We're getting The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past plus 4 Swords on the Game Boy Advance, and then we're getting Metroid Zero Mission, which is honestly one of the best games, one of the best 2D Metroid games ever. I mean, this game is so good, especially the Zero Suit Samus mission. Man, that felt like a tongue twister. But yeah, that mission, I mean, I absolutely loved it. I loved it start to finish, and it made the game way harder than it needed to, but it was so cool. And then on top of that, they added a Nintendo 64 but like mature rating, and I was a little confused when I saw this, but apparently it is literally an actual app. Like, it's an app that says Nintendo 64 mature 17 plus, and that's, I guess, where they're going to be putting the racy games. So they decided to drop Turok and Perfect Dark, which it is kind of funny to think that they consider those like mature games. I mean, they are a little dated, but I guess they kind of are, so I guess it kind of counts. But I digress. Yeah, and I'm sure they probably did this so that they can like finally drop Conker's Bad Fur Day in there. So yeah, interesting, very interesting. Then out of left field, literally out of nowhere, and I still cannot believe this, and they did it so perfectly too, because they show like the title card and it says, "I want to take you for a ride." As soon as I saw the Ryu silhouette and I read that line, instantly the beat came on my mind, and I was like, holy crap, this is actually happening. And yes, it is. We're getting the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but a few months ago I was talking about it, and it made no sense that they came out with the Capcom Fighting Collection and included all these awesome games like Street Fighter and Darkstalkers and all that, and then decided to leave out one of the most important, Marvel vs. Capcom. Now it makes so much sense, because they literally decided to drop all of them. Well, not all of them, the retro ones, but Marvel vs. Capcom, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is on there. Oh my goodness. I mean, this game looks awesome, and apparently I've been hearing that all the secret characters from these games are going to be unlocked like day one, which is amazing. And on top of that, the games have rollback netcode. Oh my goodness. This game is going to be a day one purchase, and I'm buying it on my PS5 and I'm buying it on the Switch too. I can't believe that this actually happened. It literally almost feels like Nintendo watches my channel or something like that, or maybe these big companies are kind of watching and they must be a fan or something. They're listening, but if we're being honest, it was probably Max Dude. Because he's got that big community and all that. He's got a lot of people rallying behind him. But finally, Marvel vs. Capcom is free. Now you know what's waiting, right? There's only one more. There is one more, and it is CVS 2. We need that game free too. And they did call it a series, so fingers crossed. Hopefully we get that soon. And then they kind of hit us out of left field with this crazy game that looks amazing. I mean, I obviously am a huge fan of this art style. The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. Now, I did not expect, as soon as I started watching this trailer, I literally thought we were getting a Link to the Past remake. And so I did have a mini heart attack. I freaked out. But then, upon further viewing of the trailer, I realized that was not the case. And honestly, I'm a little relieved, because if they do a Link to the Past remake, We need that to not be with this art style. We need it to be something else. And, you know, I'm not hating on the art style. I absolutely love the Link's Awakening little toy looking art style. I loved it, and I love this game. Looks amazing. But, well, I will say I'm a little concerned when it comes to parts of this game, just because of the fact that, like, I mean, it's awesome you're playing as Zelda. That is amazing. You're actually playing the character who the game is literally named after. That's pretty awesome. But like, her power is this wand, which is cool. You know, I like the wand. I like the idea that you're going to be able to like capture monsters or copy monsters and use monsters to attack. I like that. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of the whole collecting furniture part. I mean, you literally materialized the bed and used it to climb something, or like a you know, table, or, you know, stuff like that. I don't know. I'm a little worried about this. I don't know if I'm a big fan of this. This kind of looks crazy, wacky, zany, a little too much, and especially for one of the first games you get to play as Zelda. I don't know. I'm a little worried when it comes to that, but, you know, hopefully we'll get a little more clarity. Hopefully it will be better than I am thinking, because it looks amazing. So yeah, and on top of that, honestly, I really do hope that they fix the frame rate issue, because that was one of the worst things when it comes to Link's Awakening, the remake. It was running 60 frames, but like it felt like every minute it would have a frame drop, and that's unacceptable for a game that gorgeous. But I digress. Now this game, I'm gonna be honest, I'm only including in here because I am a fan of the Lord of the Rings. But this game is called Tales of the Shire, a Lord of the Rings game, and it's kind of a cozy game. You know, it's not really my cup of tea. Honestly, I'm really only buying it just to have it, but I'm pretty sure my daughters are probably gonna enjoy it. I mean, the hobbits look a little bit weird. I'm not a big fan of that. But, you know, you get to decorate your little hobbit hole and all that. I think that's cool. So, yeah. Just felt like I needed to add that for no reason. And then last but not least, as if they couldn't have showed us anything else, oh my God. We have a Metroid Prime 4 trailer. And not just trailer, gameplay. Literal gameplay. Guys, this was the trailer that woke me up, honestly. Like, I was watching this in the morning and I was like, huh? I mean, this game looks incredible. I mean, it looks absolutely gorgeous. Everything about this game looks insane, and I am just floored. Like, honestly, this game looks a little too good to be running on Switch, if you're picking up what I'm putting down, you know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking this is gonna be a Switch 2 launch, because this game looks insane. And they didn't really show much. They showed, you know, a little bit of gameplay, which was really nice. We're gonna see how we got to see how the game is going to run, how it's gonna play, and the monsters you're gonna be fighting, which are those weird little alien looking ninja people. I forget what they're called, but yeah. This is such a stark contrast from playing the original Metroid Prime remastered on the Switch, which I just became a gigantic fan of that. Like, I'm genuinely depressed that I missed out on playing the original 3, you know, when they came out on the GameCube and the Wii. But, you know, I went back and I played the remastered version and I absolutely loved it, and this game looks incredible. But like, the remake, the Metroid Prime remake looked so good, but this looks nothing like it. This was on a whole other stratosphere. I mean, this looks insane. So I'm really thinking, I'm not just hoping that they drop this on Switch 2 so that we can get that extra boost of power and so that it runs and looks as good as it possibly can, but also so that we can potentially get a special edition console. Like, I don't know why they didn't do it for the Switch OLED when Metroid Dread came out. I mean, that game is worthy of that. And it's still an amazing game. It is still a banger. But yeah, that's crazy. I hope that this happens, and I am super excited for this. You know, I want to wrap up this video by saying Nintendo man, when they are on the ball, they are just lethal. And I wish that more companies would lean into like that mindset that Nintendo has when it comes to these directs and these like events that they have. If you notice something, that like 70% to 80% of the games literally that were talked about are dropping this year, 2024. And like a good 20 to 30% of the rest of the games that they showed, they're coming in 2025. And I'm gonna be honest, like most of these other companies that showed off their games, almost all of them, like a good 90% of the games that they show off, 2025. That makes no sense. And on top of that, most of them were just cinematics. There was no gameplay. Almost every single one of the videos and trailers that they showed were not just cinematic, they were cinematics accompanied with gameplay. Even if it was just like the slightest bit of it, it shows you that they have something, that they're working on something, and they have something that is worth seeing. All of these companies need to learn this, seriously, because this is crazy. They need to be more like Nintendo. If I'm being honest, I'm going to rate this thing an A+. Like this, oh my gosh. The only thing that was missing was Switch 2. And we obviously know we weren't going to get that because they talked about it. But, you know, that's okay. We're patient. We know how to be patient. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. And we will see you guys on the next video. Peace. Now all we need is Metroid Prime 2 and 3 to get remastered. Hopefully they come before Metroid Prime 4 so that I can know actually what the heck is going on in the story.